Yo, what's good, Jets Nation? This is Jets Media, and in this video, I just want to bring you guys my thoughts on the first day of Jets training camp. They're finally coming out there on the field and playing football. We got all the beat reporters on the sidelines tweeting live updates of practice. I'll bring you guys some of the tweets and some of the injury updates and just my thoughts of Jets football coming back finally. And before I get into this video, just want to mention you guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at NYJetsMedia. And if you're interested in my new YouTube channel, it's called Touchdown Kingdom. And it's basically me creating NFL content. It's not going to be me on camera. It's just going to be me creating NFL football content. So please subscribe to my new channel if you are interested in that. So with that being said, let's jump right into training camp. So finally, we get Jets football, right? And unfortunately, we'll start off with the bad news and the injury updates. So we got rookie wide receiver Denzel Mims did not practice with a hamstring. Veteran running back Frank Gore did not practice with a hamstring. And newly acquired cornerback Pierre Desir did not practice with a hamstring. So for some reason, everyone's out with hamstring injuries. My biggest concern is Denzel Mims, and I don't know the logistics of the injury. I'm pretty sure it's not something to be worried about for long term. It's just going to keep him out for a couple days, hopefully, because with hamstring injuries, you never know. It can linger on for a couple weeks, or it can be a couple days and you're fine. So we don't know too much about the logistics of the injuries, but when it comes to Denzel Mims, it's a big blow because for a rookie, we need him getting every single rep possible because there's no OTAs, there's no rookie training camp, there was no spring camp. There's nothing for these rookies to get involved in the NFL offense and get used to the speed of the game. So for Denzel Mims, he has high expectations for a rookie because wide receivers is probably one of our worst positions. So Jets fans are expecting Denzel Mims to come in and have an immediate impact, and there's a lot of pressure on him. But at the same time, we can't really put too much pressure on these rookies because this is their first time suiting up, and they're putting pants on for the first time next week, and the first NFL game is in a month, and there's no preseason. So it's going to be really interesting. It's unfortunate that Denzel Mims had to tweak his hamstring. I'm pretty sure he was running a route, and it stretched it out this wrong way. And Adam Gase sounded really bummed out because he said Denzel Mims coming in early every day, doing everything properly to get his mind right, get his body right, and it was just a really unfortunate thing that he had to tweak his hamstring, and hopefully he's back by next week, like late in the week, because he needs reps. He needs every single practice rep possible in order to get ready because he's a rookie. He's going to be rusty, even with Mekhi Becton. All these rookies, they're not going through rookie training camp, so it's a little worrisome. Frank Gore, I mean, he's a veteran, so it's not like we have to worry about him getting catch up to the speed because he's an all-time great running back, but still, we want him on the field, and Pierre Desir is a guy that needs to learn Greg Williams' scheme, so we need him on the field as well. So hopefully these hamstring injuries do not linger and they can play as soon as possible. And yeah, so going into training camp, some tweets that Connor Hughes, Rich Cimini was saying. So Quentin Williams beat Mekhi Becton and tackled Le'Veon Bell for a loss, and that's something good to see. We got Quentin Williams becoming a beast. Hopefully he can really develop and become something more than we saw last year. It's cool to see our first-round pick last year going against our first-round pick this year. Quentin Williams got the best of him in that play. Shouldn't be... I mean, I know Jets fans overreact. Like, whoa, is this a good thing or a bad thing? Mekhi Becton got beat, but Quentin Williams beat him off the edge and was quick and looked like a really good player. Mekhi Becton's going to have a really up and down season. He's not going to be perfect, and he's going to get beat. He's going to get mauled at some plays. I mean, Mekhi Becton's huge. What I'm trying to say is a lot of the Jets reporters were tweeting that they've never seen a player as big as Mekhi Becton before. This was their first time seeing Mekhi Becton and the whole Jets team in person in 2020, and everyone says the same thing. All the reporters are like, I've never seen a man that big, and he's easily the biggest man on the field, and he's probably the biggest man in the entire NFL, and he's in excellent shape. But that's just one example of a play that I think that Quentin Williams really is going to be. He's in excellent shape as well. He came in quietly. He's no braces. I think Quentin Williams has a chance to come in here and really prove himself of why he was a third overall pick. Mekhi Becton, I think that he's going to have, like I just said, an up and down season. Le'Veon Bell is another talk of training camp. He's in excellent shape. Lost like 12 or 15 pounds when he came to Jersey. He's training boxing, and he looks ripped, slim, elusive, quick. And Le'Veon Bell, he is determined to play his best football of his career with the Jets. That's what we want to see. We got to put a captain badge on Le'Veon Bell. He is so good. Like, off the field, leadership, energy, everything about his optimism, his positivity, it's going to generate well in the locker room. You need someone like Le'Veon Bell who's just spewing nothing but like great things about his guys, about Coach Gase, about himself, because it's going to elevate guys around him. When people see Le'Veon Bell speaking all his optimism, it makes them more optimistic. It creates a good vibe in the locker room, and that's what we want. We want a healthy environment. We don't need toxic drama that Jamal Adams brought to this team. It's a whole new vibe in this locker room. Conor McGovern was interviewed. He said himself that all the guys that's been there in the locker room before, he told him that there's a different energy and vibe when it comes to New York and the city and the Jets, because it's just, there's a lot of expectations. There's a lot of media in your face. There's just a lot of things. I mean, it feels like every single new player that comes to the Jets says the same thing, but it's true. And I think this year, the culture that Joe Douglas is trying to build is a healthy environment where people can be themselves. And I'm really excited for this because training camp finally started. I'm going to bring you guys more up-to-date news on injury updates, anything that's going on in training camp, who's standing out. And yeah, so to end off this video, I just want to bring you guys some of the players I'm looking out in training camp, who I want to see really prove themselves in camp to, first of all, make the roster and prove themselves that they should be having minutes, having playing time, being on the field for every snap or every other snap. So I'm looking at Lawrence Cager, undrafted rookie out of Georgia, wide receiver, because this wide receiving corps is so weak for the Jets. So we need Lawrence Cager to really, first of all, make the team. He's a 6'5" beast. He's a huge frame, long arms, and he has a connection with Sam Darnold. I think if he comes into camp and proves himself like I belong in the NFL, he will make the team. He was playing with the third strings in camp, so that's a good sign that he's already in the routine, in the rhythm, and in the rotation with the wide receivers. So hopefully he makes the roster. Another man I'm looking at is undrafted rookie Bryce Huff out of Memphis. He surprisingly went undrafted. I did not expect him to go undrafted. He had like 16, 17 sacks in Memphis. He has the ability to develop under Greg Williams, and he can be like a hidden gem on defense. I really think so. I think he has potential to really solidify himself and make the roster as well. There's just a lot of guys in camp that I'm really excited for. I got another guy, LaMichael Pirine. If Frank Gore is going to be battling injuries because he's 37 years old, he's already out with the hamstring, I'm looking at LaMichael Pirine. We need to see some flashes from him because he's going to be the backup behind Le'Veon and Frank Gore, and I think he's going to be utilized like a utility guy. He can be lined up in the pass, in the slot. He can be a receiver from the backfield. So he's another player I'm looking out for. There's just a bunch of rookies across the board who I'm looking out for. But some players that I'm watching that I want to see play well besides rookies, let me think on the top of my head. Chris Herndon. Chris Herndon is one because tight end group, this is going to make or break this offense. If Chris Herndon plays a full 16 games and is healthy, with a healthy Sam Darnold, I'm telling you, this offense will go to another level. In 2018, we saw what the Sam Darnold and Chris Herndon rookie connection was like. 2019, we were so highly anticipated about it. Then he gets suspended. We're like, okay, after suspension, he'll be back. They'll be fine. Then Darnold gets mono. Then Herndon gets back, and he's immediately injured. So we never saw the Sam Darnold to Chris Herndon connection at all in 2019. So if they're healthy in 2020, I'm telling you, it's going to open up this offense in way more because Sam Darnold loves his tight ends. He loved Ryan Griffin last year. So Chris Herndon, I want to see him develop in camp. I want to see him solidify himself as a top 10, top 15 tight end in this league. I think he has potential to be even better than that, but it really comes down to just playing football, like being healthy. And another player I want to talk about before I finish this video is Marcus May. I think Marcus May, this is his time to show the NFL, like, listen, I'm a really good safety in this league, because my first 2 years I was injured, and my year 3 I played really well all 16 games, but I was under the shadow of Jamal Adams, so everyone forgot about me. Jets fans know who I am. Jets fans appreciate me, but the entire NFL really doesn't know who Marcus May is. I think this is the time for Marcus May to take role of this defense. He's probably the best player on defense, especially with CJ Mosley opting out. It's him, Jordan Jenkins, Quinnen Williams, and Steve McClendon. Like, Marcus May should become the leader of the defense, and I saw a report that he was coaching up Ashton Davis, and he was telling him so many different things about the defense. Ashton Davis was asking him questions. So that's a good sign. So I'm really thinking Marcus May can take the next level, and I think he has potential to make the Pro Bowl this year, and I think that Greg Williams is going to utilize him way more. I think he has potential to even line up in the box at the slot. He's just so versatile, and I'm just excited to see what Greg Williams does with this. So that really does it for this video. Leave a comment down below if you guys are up to date in this training camp live. You guys should check out New York Jets' live stream this morning. It's on their channel. And it was awesome. Ethan Greenberg, Eric Allen, and Olivia Landis, they were live at training camp. It was good to see an inside look at it. And of course, Sam Darnold, he looks great as well. So I'm really excited for this Jets team, as you guys can tell, and I'm excited for the future of this channel. You guys have been showing so much love in the comments and the like buttons and subscribing, and I appreciate every single one of you. I'm not even kidding. I made this channel exactly a year ago, and I never imagined it to have 1,600 subscribers and a big fan base like you guys. And I'm just excited to bring you guys Jets content all throughout the season, whether they're winning, whether they're losing, everything. I will be here forever. And hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and I appreciate you guys. I really do. And that does it for this video. Stay tuned for more videos on this channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Let's go Jets. Peace.